Sweet, I think we're back with... Wow, that would be crazy if we're actually back. Okay, are we ready? So we have a TVZ. Sweet, we're back. Sorry about that, I have no idea what happened. Anyway, we're tied back up now, going into Game 3. Dark Unnamed for Rebirth eSports versus Pursuit for the Daily Life Esports Club. So we have a very exciting loading screen here and a map, New Gettysburg, another one I'm not so fond of. I'm not sure that I'm feeling the little narrow hallway connecting the two naturals. I don't know. Not so much connecting the two naturals, but yeah, no one wants to walk through that. And also no one wants to walk all the way around here. I just don't know. I'm not so keen on the map layout. It seems weird to me, so I vetoed that. You may have a different opinion than I do, but that's allowed. So SCV putting down a supply depot so he can have a place to live. That's nice. He has the skills to do that. Did I introduce the players? Well, I guess I must have. So a gas going down now, so we might be seeing maybe a Reaper fast expand, but anyway, Rax gas expand from Terran, and still nothing from Dark Unnamed yet. Now a gas going down after the hatchery. Some gas being mined, and everything's so peaceful right now. Everyone's just minding their business. Overlords are floating around. SCVs are making buildings. Everything is nice. This gas is so cool. Let's carry these barrels. What could ever go wrong? What could ever go wrong? Well, I'm sure a lot could go wrong. But what? I do not know. Reaper getting ready to come across the map now, and we will follow this Reaper and track a day in the life of a Terran Reaper. He's moving out now, and he's going to go through this hallway. And I mean, if you're going to get spotted going across the map, you're going to get spotted going through this hallway. That's some shit I don't like. Zergling's now going to meet the Reaper, and we are going to do the classic Zergling Reaper dance. Grenade going down to the Zerglings, get out of the way of it. This is sometimes hard to aim. But one thing goes down now. Reaper takes a little bit of damage. He's going to have to back off for a few minutes anyway. A few seconds, I should say. Meanwhile, back here we have another barracks going down and a factory. Reaper going to regenerate some health and then sneak back in here to see about getting a scout off. Our Siege Queen's here now to greet him at the top of the ramp, and he's going to have to backtrack once again. So good luck getting a scout off against this. But what he'll see is now three drones back on gas now, so he's probably going to think about moving up the tech tree. I'm still sitting on two bases though, and we should see a third going down from Zerg here shortly, I think in a normal day anyway. Things going over to see if the Reaper's hanging out there, and he's not. He's sneaking around over here. And they're gonna run into him, and now they're gonna actually, well, Reaper's not so fast compared to these guys, so he's not gonna fare too well. And he does get taken down. And that's unfortunate. Wall going up back home for pursuit, and let's see, he's got the starport going up, reactor on the factory, and researching stim now for a while. Meanwhile, Roach Warner going down for Zerg, and to third base now, which is going to be helpful for him as well. So things starting to slow down after that initial Reaper engagement. Don't think he got much of a scout off, so I guess we can have a look, can't we? He doesn't know what the second base yet, and wasn't able to scout the main, which is unfortunate as well. Not a lot of gas happening there. One here, so that's going to support the Roaches for a while he maybe goes for a lair or something. Maybe a few upgrades. So Terran gathering up at his natural expansion now, and the wall, I guess he's placing a lot of emphasis on that. That's going up super fast. So with players just kind of macroing out for the mid game now. Roach is finally starting to pop out. Everyone's back to just relaxing, except for these medevacs full of units. They get spotted by the Lings on the low ground though, so Dark Unnamed probably going to be aware that something's headed his way. Roach is now kind of sneaking through the natural expansion. It's a counterattack measure, so we might see a little bit of a exchange of aggression on both sides. Alright, so this is a Widowmine Marine drop that's, I think, going to cause a little bit of trouble here on the third base. Widowmine can get a lot done, so he's going to have to lift up here. I guess the idea behind that's not to do damage so much as just start a little bit of harassment and kind of stay on that, but he's loading up, not really knowing that this is right outside his base. And that pursues him. So he kind of lost him. So much. He's actually there to take on the third, but there's really not a lot to fight this Zerg. And now both players fly here. That's going to be falling behind. And that's unfortunate. The Ravagers just cleaning up these SUVs, and they're kind of accepting their fate now. So the supply camp pursuit, he's getting some work done at the Zerg base, but probably not enough at this point considering the difference in supply. One Liberator comes out to fill the Liberation supply, try and help out his pals. It's too little too late at this point, unfortunately, and I think we're going to have to see a GG from Terran, which is going to mean Rebirth eSports is going to be 2-1 in this series. And we're going to move on So there we go, pretty well played. Good job by both players. So we're going to move into Game 4 now. Alright, so that's somewhat devastating for the Daily Life eSports pals. So let's have a look here. I'm going to update that score. And Rebirth is up 2-1 now. How do we report? I guess I'll worry about that a little later. So now we have Vaj versus Odin is back. And Vaj has been a good player for us, so I'm hoping for big things from him. Let's see how this goes. Sorry, I gotta give you the boot from the party, you guys. and invite us some lodge. And Odin is back. Let's see if we can find him. Okay, so just to communicate some recent developments, if you guys didn't catch it in the chat, what did you say? A, okay. Alright, so we go to the ace match then, and I'll choose it on the site. Okay. Let's see here. How are we looking over here on the stream today? Yeah, D-Life's last hope. So guys, we got the walkover victory for the next set. So that puts it at 2-2. And this is the ace match coming up as a result of that. Alright guys, we're into the ace match now. Sorry about all the delay there. So this is pretty exciting. This is going to be a rematch of the first set on a different map. We're on King Sejong Station here. So let's open that up right now. Alright, so we were expecting this to be a PvT. We expected them to choose a Terran player for this map, but instead they have a Zerg. So that's an interesting and unexpected occurrence. Let's see. Make myself a referee, and I think we're all good to go. This is the deciding match, so hype, you know? Gotta hype. Alright, so we're going into the ace match here, Annihilator versus Rivera, a rematch of the first set, which Rivera took due to some cheesy shenanigans that didn't work out so well. So let's see how the second game goes. By second game, I mean the second game between the two of those players. Of course, that's what I meant. Alright, so here we go. This is pretty exciting. Down to the ace match on a night where I thought it was just going to be a walkover victory, which would have been easier, but much less exciting, so this is cool. So here we go. Let's see if I can get the names right this time. That would be good. Here we are on King Sejong Station in the ace match of the Week 2 Alpha SC2 Teamleague. In the bottom right corner of King Sejong Station, for Rebirth eSports, we have Rivera, and his opponent in the top left corner, looking for a little bit of revenge for Daily Life Esports Club. It's Annihilator. Cool, got some introductions down. Not too tough. Alright, so the first game was very cheesy, and we didn't really get to see a lot come out of that. Basically, it got scouted, and then it was over. Hopefully that's not the exact way this goes, because that's not too exciting, but should the cheese be successful, then it gets quite exciting. And this is not cheese at all. This looks like it's an Nexus first, so pretty economical opening for Annihilator. And at the same time, we saw Hatch first for Rivera, so both players looking to at least extend it into somewhat of a game. So just keeping track of some chat here while things go down. We have a gateway now and a Nexus down at the low ground for Annihilator, so trying to get a wall established pretty quick, which I would say is a smart thing. Second gateway now going up, so maybe he's going to want to send a few things across the map to see if he can get be as annoying as possible. Probe kind of poking around here, seeing what Zerg's up to, and Zerg is hitting 1900 now. And so far continuing to mine, so maybe he's moving towards some Sparge Ravager attack, I'd imagine, which I might expect to be the standard unit composition in this matchup. Could be wrong. Please tell me if I am. Rush, don't scrub the intro, 2 people leave. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah. That's okay, you know, there'll be more intros. That's cool. I'm getting tired. I am tired, but this is worthy of the sacrifice in the spirit of competition. So anyway, we got 2 gateways down, some gas being mined. Yeah, gateways and some gas. There you go. Warp gate research being looked at over here. Third hatchery going down for Zerg. Gas still mining now, down to 1700. Doesn't appear to have applied that to anything. He's well, not too much. We got some metabolic action. And over here, robotics facility. So we have the potential to see maybe some warp prison fun. That could be a good time for everyone. Hente, yeah, sure. Look me up, bro. Have a sip of my scissor here. So, Rivera getting a depth kill there, and now sending some speedlings across the map, and quite a bit of them, so wall is going to be important. Depths probably want to hold that off if they can. Well, Zergling's kind of stalling for a second and then moving closer. Check for a quick third, not seeing anything there. I'm probably going to poke up the ramp, and we have a mothership core ping pong balls coming down, and the Zergling's kind of run away. So not going to commit to too much just yet, but see what he can build up for the time being. So what we got over here, Immortal coming out, which is going to be great for roaches anyway. That's not going to happen though, as we have a Baneling nest that I never noticed until just now. So Zergling's on top of this Nexus and got a step around, but I'm going to take it down. Wow. Got to cancel on that, so Zergling's getting the job done, that's for sure. Back up here, Zergling kind of pokes up, sees the robotics bay making something. And I think if you look at that, you can see what it's making. I've heard. So more speedlings run around now, and I don't think an Immortal's going to have a good time against a ton of speedlings. So these guys are running across the map now, and I think they're fully intending on denying the third once again, which is definitely not a good time for anybody. So yep, third being contested once again by these speedlings who are just making like a living out of this. This third base is not going up with these speedlings. So again, it actually doesn't get a cancel. It's from what people have told me, not a good thing. I think I've heard that said on a stream or two. So, for the third time now, can we please get this third base up? It's been a tough one, that's for sure. Roach one down now. Annihilator actually has some adepts here doing some work, and actually making a lot of drones have a bad time. So I must have missed that despite, I guess, being absorbed in all the action up here with the third Nexus. Not really appreciating the work that these adepts are doing. We got 3 kills, 7 kills, 8 kills. There is a significant amount of carnage going up at happening at the main base while the third Nexus was being taken down so many times. And this adept still continuing to put in overtime work, but it looks like his ship's right about there. So yeah, sorry about that. Not exactly the most aware observer. I guess commentating and observing is a little difficult. I'll say that in my own defense, and I'm new to it, but I also am terrible at it, so my apologies. So finally the third Nexus goes up, and we got some probes happily mining now. Stalkers now coming out. So things are kind of stabilizing, and I think the fact that there's going to be a lot of Immortals will help, especially with the Roaches now being mixed into the composition. The Roaches are not so happy when they walk into an Immortal, or 3 in this case. So now the Overlord kind of floats in and spots the Immortal, so he's definitely aware of that. And man, I would like to go to sleep soon. This is tiring me out. I'm sure glad I don't have to play this. So, yeah, Annihilator moving across the map by the look of it, and Overlord spots that, and I don't know if that influenced the decision to go back, but It may have. And yeah, we got Twitch chat trying to get Annihilator some energy. That's very nice of you guys to do that. And let's see how the army supply is looking here. Well, slightly in favor of Annihilator, so I guess he must have got a little bit of your energy, I would assume. So good on you guys for doing that. That's really nice. So Zerglings now spotting this army coming across the map, and Zerg, being the reactive army that they are, is going to get ready for this. And this should be interesting to see. We have Protoss on top of some high ground here. I assume that we'll see if we can pick up some Banelings. Doesn't quite get the chance. Timing's just off a little bit. Hopefully that Warp Prison doesn't get picked up too quick. So be careful with that. A few Force Fields going down now for Crystal Vials for making good work of those. Zerglings now getting shot down. The Zerg army not having an easy time getting through the Force Fields, but now they do get through. And Stalkers blinking back and right in the nick of time, and the Mortals are just getting a ton of work done, and now Zerg has to back off. Rivera just, oh man, getting absolutely annihilated here. Ooh, you see what I did? Oh, I was so clever for a tired guy. Stalkers blinking around now. Immortals doing their work, and this is really great to see. Holy smokes, the Daily Life eSports Club takes the series 3 games to 2. Yeah, oh, just a sec. Well, no, I was going to put on some celebratory music, but I should have had that prepared ahead of time instead of clumsily finding it on YouTube and so on. That was awesome revenge, too. Incredible. Awesome, so that's very exciting, and I guess there's not much more to it than that. Let me just update the score here on the stream. Oh, buddy, just to make it official. Let me see here. Daily Life 3, Rebirth eSports 2. Excellent, excellent, excellent job. Let's watch this. I got the 2-minute delay, so I can still watch this on Twitch. Oh man, Vaj handing out the energy. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, so sorry about that, but I was just doing some... Stop calling him the wrong name. What did I do? Oh. Forgot about the new name corruptor. Oh, alright, I forgot. Okay, well guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer. That sort of concludes things here. So yeah, that sort of concludes things here. Daily Life eSports Club takes this series 3 games to 2, and that moves them to 2-0 this season at the top of their division, thanks to some fantastic players on the roster who I love and appreciate. So yeah, let me just wind things down here. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry if there's any cringe-worthy commentary, but that's how I do it. So yeah, thanks again. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.